Hello, everybody. Welcome to Culture Vulture Radio Saturday show. I am Connor. Of course, my guest or our co-host is
Sean with that juicy beehole.
that juicy. He's got the nicest pussy you're ever gonna see.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
definitely juicy bussy. They call me bussy juice.
they called you Gushers
Yeah, yeah,
because of
yeah.
how
I used to go by
cute you
that.
were.
You remember that? You fucking
I
remember
remember
that?
that. I fucking remember that. Hi, everybody. We're here. We're queer, and
Get used to it.
get used to it, or else I'll make sure you're fucking canceled publicly. I swear to fucking
Or
God, I'll do
Connor
everything
will sodomize you.
with.
That's his thing.
What's up, everyone? How is everybody?
Yeah, good. What are you doing there? You looking at porn?
No, I
Now's
was
not the time or
setting
place.
something out on Twitter or
Sure,
X. Sorry,
sure,
I
sure.
forgot that fucking Elon Musk rebranded it because he's a fucking.
I
I
can't believe
like
it's a
Elon
real
Musk,
thing.
but he's such a fucking loser.
I don't really care too much for him.
Sean's butthole is meaty like an all beef onion ring. Sean's butthole is meaty like an all beef onion ring. That's
Oh
fucking
man,
great.
actually, was
Super
friends before
duper.
we talk about like Arby's and like they're gonna have a new rebranding and stuff, and
You
it's just gonna
mean?
be a
Oh
bunch
no,
of
McDonald's is gonna have the new rebranding too.
well,
McCosmos.
no. So Arby's has this new like branding going on with this commercial, and it's just like a bunch of like really just like overly testosterone dude just going fucking Arby's, meat, and they're all just fucking making out hardcore, wearing like
That's
just like fucking
awesome.
Neanderthal outfits. Yeah, yeah. It's so we got the
I
meat. That's
wish
the whole. It's crazy, dude.
they just start docking. We have the meat. Oh yeah. By the way, before we fucking start
Well,
this
I'm
little
assuming all
shindig.
Neanderthals docked because I guess no Neanderthals were circumcised.
Okay. Yeah.
How do you
Well,
how do
you
you
know
choose
what? I'm
how do you
not gonna
choose
argue.
how do you choose who's the lead on the dock? If
Bigger
there's
dick.
two uncircumcised dude, is that
You
that's
know what?
it? It's
I
not like a
said I
seniority
said
thing
bigger
or
dick,
like an
but now you know what? It's funny. I said bigger dick, but now I'm thinking maybe thicker too. Bigger, thicker.
thicker. Oh,
Maybe
it's definitely.
seniority.
Well, I
Maybe
don't
you're
think it's
right.
got to be thicker. Just flap it over that. Go
Just
dock,
fucking
bro. Go dock.
just go doc. Just go fucking doc. Go doc.
Yo,
Um
dude, what's up? You want to fucking get some Arby's and go home and dock?
You guys want to go fucking doc? You guys want, yo, bro? You ever just get fast food and want to fuck your friends,
Yo, they call me Doc Emmett Brown.
bro?
But
They call
Brown
me.
is a
I'm
surprise.
fucking. Hey, I'm Don Dockin, but not the same from the band.
Docking. That's where the name came from, bro. They were all docking. There was like half of them were uncircumcised, and they were just making pigs in a blanket and sharing them.
Sorry, I was
Anyway,
just
what's
thinking
going
that.
on? Yeah, sure,
Um,
sure, sure. What we got? We got a lot of people in the chat. We got
we got yeah.
we got Jewis, of
Hey, what's
course.
up,
Always
Doctor Toe? You
appreciate that.
motherfucker! I love
And
him.
I
Doctor Toe
definitely
is one of
was
my favorite people of
Cooter
all
Soup.
time. Cooter
Robert
Soup,
Stringfellow sounds like a lovely. Sounds like
Doctor.
a
So
Robert Stringfellow sounds like an old school like '60s folk artist.
I worked last night and then I hopped into Doctor Till's chat and I just watched him make fun of a two dudes on StreamYards who had two ethnic dudes on StreamYards, and he just sat there and they stream rated him, and it was the funniest shit I'd ever heard. And I was like, "Fuck, man! Like, I'm so fucking mad that I caught this at the tail end." And then I think I donated to him, so I made up for not being there. Before we get started, like, subscribe, share this out there on all your appropriate fucking social media things. And then if you don't, I haven't said this in a while, grab a fucking drink, and we'll get into this too. Cheers, motherfucker.
Cheers, cheers, cheers! I'm hitting up some Five Boroughs Tiny Juicy IPA. I've actually found this one recently. It's a good IPA. It's 4.2 instead of my usual 9.000 high ABV, but it's good. Hits good. Tastes good, and
Yeah, I brought
one
this
more,
Canadian
one more, please.
fucking Irish. Hey, Jewish, calm down. You're more Irish than you are Jew. Um, yeah, I ended up buying this on a fucking what is that? On a whim. I brought this fucking Irish whiskey that they're not new, but they're not known to this area, and it's actually pretty fucking smooth. So,
I
hey,
went on a big bourbon thing recently. Well, not recently. It was like over the winter, and I was buying a bunch of bourbons and stuff, and then I just like kind of fell out of it really hardcore. But I still have a bunch of really good ones. I got this one. It was like high rated Oban Distillers Edition. It was fucking expensive, but I don't like it for some reason. There's like a
send it
honestly,
to
it's
me.
like a weird. It's like a like a sour, like bitter throw up taste to it. And I do like good bourbon. This one just has this weird bitter sour nastiness to it.
So
And
Till wants to know.
ugh,
Till said, "Damn, dude, uh, your beard makes me look like a troon." And
I
then
just trimmed it too. It was just trimmed
Yeti says
easy.
that he wants to know the name of this bourbon, the one you're
So the
talking about.
bourbon.
I don't know the one
Well,
I'm talking about.
so the two ones that I have sitting there are still, it's the Oban Distillers Edition from like 2019, and it's very high rated too. And then the other one I have that I didn't even, I bought it super excited, didn't open it, was Booker's. I forget which Booker's, but it's just chilling in the case, and I felt like an idiot. I bought it. I'm still glad I have it, but one nice day I'll
the
fucking hit it up.
the best whiskey. I've got that Irish retard beard genes. Jesus Christ, Hill. The best whiskey I ever had was Macallan 32.
Well, I
It's
don't know if
five
they make
thousand dollars a battle, or
I was
28.
gonna say,
It's $5,000 a bottle. Somebody had it and they gave me a glass, not a shot, a glass, and I was like, "Wow, this is really smooth." Oldest whiskey I ever had was years ago, before eBay became like really what eBay was. This is like 2005. James brought um what is that fucking prohibition whiskey with the doctor's label.
yeah, yeah, I remember
So it
that.
was 1928,
The
and
docking label.
the docking label they were docking, but it was 1928, and then it started evaporating. So James was like, "Dude, there's enough for 4 shots," and I was like, "All right, like, what do you want to do?" And he's like, "Get a shot glass." We ended up drinking that. It was 1928. I think at the time it was 80 years,
If it
or
was evaporating, I'm sure there was a lot of alcohol gone from it, but still,
I'm sure, but 80 years, and it was very smooth. And I was like, "Holy shit, this is phenomenal!" Like what we're drinking now is a piece of history, but it had that. I remember it had a Kentucky label on the front with a doctor's. No, it had a Kentucky thing, and then it said for medicinal use by the U.S. government. And I was like, "Holy shit,
years ago, James and I were fucking chilling in Flatbush with Wallace and his cousin Omar, and
Wallace!"
we went to a liquor store, the usual, and there happened to be a guy
Hold on,
doing a
wait, hold
Macallan.
on. What do you mean you love our Yankee accents? We were here first. You're the one with the accent, all right? If I say coffee fucking weird, it's not because Buffalo Trace was medicinal whiskey. Buffalo.
Yo, what's
I
what's
have a
crazy?
really
I
funny
think
video about Buffalo Trace. I went to drill. I think it was 5 months ago for the National Guard, and we weren't doing it. But fuck you, Jewish. I love you. We weren't doing anything. We were just like literally. Like, it was just like you do have an accent. I've heard you talk. We were just hanging out, and somebody brought 3 bottles of Buffalo Traces, and we went to bed at National Guard drill, and we drank 2 of the bottles. And then one of the sergeants we were with got really drunk, and he cried and was just like, "I love you guys." And I was like, "Yeah, I won't ever drink with this guy again."
speaking of like Buffalo Trace doesn't just make Buffalo Trace,
They make
just like all
cigars
the other
too.
places. Well, no. I'm talking about like as far as like they make Eagle Rare, they also make Van Winkle, they make Sazerac Rye, but a bunch of other companies. But the same thing with like Jim Beam and all those other places. Like the regular mainstream shit that tastes like absolute dog shit. That's just what they do to like kind of pay the bills. But those breweries also are the ones responsible for Booker's and like and like other really high end bourbons. If you look, it's like it's always like some mainstream company, but they just have those little small warehouses where they'll do those small batches, sell it for a fuckload of money, and that's probably their true passion. But they realized long ago, like, yo, we gotta be like a Bacardi and fucking sell dog shit fucking liquor.
I'm sorry.
By the
I,
way,
I was looking at.
mainstream liquor like fucking Absolute or Bacardi or
It's
anything.
all dog
That's
shit.
it's not what it is at all. Like if you have real good rum, not like rum, not just rum from whatever. Like I mean, you go and get some good expensive rum or like expensive tequila, like that white agave tequila. Once you have like a really good tequila, and you're like, and then Jose Cuervo, it's like, what the fuck, like. Jose Cuervo, like that shit is so far off from what it's supposed to be. Same thing with
Hey
Absolute
Yeti,
Vodka. Ugh.
Yeti. My favorite whiskey of all time is either Evan Williams or Ezra Brooks. It's very cheap. It does the same fucking job as an expensive whiskey. Also, the
Yeah,
Jewish
but
said that
sometimes you're not
her
trying to
accent,
get the job. Sometimes you're trying to
her
just have a good whiskey instead of like getting drunk. That's what the good stuff's for. It's not for getting
The
drunk.
Jewish said that her accent is called Southern kvetching because she's Jewish, which is one of the funniest things ever. But yeah, I don't know. I like my whiskey, but I only drink on the weekends, so kind of a
Yeah.
boring fucking old fag. Um,
I
hey
like my
man,
whiskey,
fuck it.
but my cigars, that's what I like more.
Well, you have the best cigar. For anybody who doesn't know, Sean has one of the best cigar collections in the entire fucking world. Oh, he's taking you to shitty
I
green
don't think
screen.
it'll show up.
It's not going to. But Sean
Yeah.
has probably what would you say $5,000 in total?
I don't even know what the amount is. There's like at least 500
Damn, you really
cigars.
you really
Oh, I know.
fucked
I'm
your
trying to put my
camera.
camera back
Oh
on there.
my
No, no.
god! But
I
Sean
know.
probably has like $5,000 worth of cigars and a humidor he partially built. He's got like Opus
The
X. He's
humidors
got
are not
chicken and
even.
fries. It's shit that
There's
they
still like a
release.
ton of like Tupperwares everywhere that are just filled with.
Yeah, Sean's very keen on
What's this
cigars,
one? What
and
we
I
got in
love
here? We got
cigars.
some Ezra Zion s'mores.
He's got
Um, Tatuaje Kojuno 2003. Macanudo 97s.
yeah, very rare
Viva La
shit.
Vidas. Yeah, I don't know. They're also very fun to collect too. I just really love
Uh,
cigars.
Robert, I'm not into so I don't do energy drinks like that. Like I'll drink like a Ghost or a fucking Celsius because I try to stay away from all that sugar. But Evan Williams and seltzer, if you mix it with the black cherry seltzer from Bull and Basket, makes a fantastic whiskey sour. Yeah, but Sean has one of the greatest cigar collections I've ever fucking seen in my entire life. And the real great thing is every time I get to go over there, when I go back to New York, I get to smoke a couple, and it is so. What is? Hold on. Yeti saying my favorite whiskey of all time is
T.W.
T.W.
Samuels.
Samuels.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it
I've
up right
never
now.
heard of that. I almost brought the blackened one for Metallica, but
Oh, speaking of
I can't
Metallica,
really see a fucking. Oh yeah, well, god damn it! Next weekend we are going. So a couple weird fucking announcements. Next weekend we're going to be Friday Metallica. Saturday we're going to do a show, and then the weekend after or 2 weeks
well, no, no,
after.
no, 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 no. He didn't finish that, and he didn't even present it right. So Friday is going to be Metallica with, well, what Pantera tribute or Pantera with Zach Wild and stuff. Saturday's a show. Sunday is going to be Five Finger Cunt Punch, which I don't really care about, and
We're
then
sitting out in the
Metallica
parking lot for
again. So
that.
it's Metallica for 2 nights,
Yep.
which no repeat set list. I'm fucking
Bit of
kind
echo
of
on
wet.
my
Not
end.
gonna
I don't know how
lie.
to fix that. I tried to fix it Jewish. I think it's because I'm sitting too close to the mic with the
There's a bit
headphones.
of an echo on your end.
Yep. I think it's because I'm sitting
Yeah,
too
I don't
close to the
hear it, but I
mic.
think I'm just because I'm directly in it. Yeah,
Um,
maybe
but
it's when you get too. Maybe
oh
it's yeah. Just sit back. Maybe it's when you get close to the mic it happens.
yeah.
You
So
fucking piece of shit.
you fucking fruit. August 12th through the 26th. I hear it. She said it. Now I hear it. August 12th through the 26th. I will be doing annual training for the National Guard. I will not be here. However, I'm going to try to set something up. Hold on, let me see if I can. Sorry, I have to fix this.
Back off that mic, you fucking skank. Connor,
How's
you're
that?
Connor, you're skanky as fuck, dude. You're
Nope.
so fucking skanky, bro. Honestly, I don't hear
Um.
the echo, but I think it's just because I'm directly in the fucking thing. But you did get louder a couple times, like when you got on the mic. But
So
you're
I
just
won't be
excited
here
and horny.
the 12th through 26th. However, I'm going to try to do a show. Maybe it's your end. Maybe it's your mic. I don't know. I don't know, but I'm going to try to do a show. As she said, it's
It's
better.
definitely not me.
I'll try to do a show. You're probably going to have to run it. I'll send you the topics because we do a runner show. You're such a schmuck, Connor. Liz, you love me. Calm down. But
What do you mean I'm gonna have to run it?
you'll have to pull the videos up, all
I'll
that
pull you
stuff.
in as a guest and stuff because you'll be on your
Yeah,
phone.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I'll be for whatever. I'll be in
Wait.
fucking.
Where are you gonna be?
I think they're putting us in upstate New York. I don't know. They
Oh,
haven't
never
told us
mind. I
anything.
thought you were gonna be in
Oh, Long Island. I'll be at your house. We'll do
yeah.
one. We'll do one side by side and have gay sex as brothers.
The only thing is, if we could do one side by side, but I feel like it would still be better if we had two separate laptops, which I have. But I'm just saying, like, we could be in the same room, but because like then we'd be sharing, we'd be super close, and we'd
Well,
have
the
to like
problem is
make out. We'd obviously have to make out. I'm not trying to get
well,
pregnant either, especially live on a podcast. That's fucking
wait,
weird.
guys can get guys pregnant?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
If you
shit!
you take your Audi and make it an in, and then I get together with you.
Sorry, somebody just texted me. Fuck it. Let's get into it.
Fuck it, I'm doing it live. I'm doing it
Fuck it.
live.
I'm doing it fucking live. I'm just trying to mess with these settings because now Jewish has me all fucked up.
Oh, thank you so much, George. Appreciate that, Connor. You see, you're number two. You're number two now, bro. Connor, one thing I'm noticing is a lot of like disturbances. Is your cell phone? Well, your cell phone's in your hand. I don't know if anybody hears that. If it's just me on my end, but I hear like that digital weird fucking noise. Well, let's get into it though. We're fucking
Yeah, let's get
slacking
into
over
it.
here.
So I want to
We're
talk. Yeah,
being lazy.
we were pieces of shit.
It used to be a piece of shit.
You're
Static, you
still
do hear it,
echoing
yeah.
a static. God damn it! All right, let's fix it.
Pablo, what's up? Connor, log out,
Yep.
log back in.
Oh, that might have fixed it. How's that?
I mean, everything sounds good. Yeah, that's so funny what Cooter said. It does. It sounds like Bombs Off going on an Atari game. It does that. That's exactly what it
How
sounds like.
how's
That's
that?
so
Is that
fucking
better?
funny. I don't hear anything right now as far as like disturbances, and
I can
I
hear an
never heard the
echo,
echo,
but I
so it's
think
up to them.
I can hear an echo. You're the one being anally probed by aliens. Probably the interference. Maybe it's my phone. Maybe you're right. I don't know. I'll move my phone. But how's that? Is that better?
So far, I don't hear anything.
Pablo wants to know where we'd be discussing about everything.
Bo
Like
Jiden.
Bo Jiden. No,
He's one.
Mitch
This new
McConnell.
guy. He's down south. Bo Jiden. He's running for president. Everybody loves him.
There's this
My
guy.
name's Bo Jiden. I don't give a fuck.
It's
My son
better.
does
She said. All
meth.
right. So she said it was better.
I'm
Okay.
Bo Jiden. My son does meth. He walks around in his underwear, leaves bags of coke around the White House. He's a badass motherfucker. They call me
That's a
Bo.
that's a badass motherfucker
Bo
right there.
Jaden.
Bo
Fucking Bo
Jaden.
Jaden. You can't forget
So
Toronto Dump.
Ronald Dump. Um,
I'm gonna do my Larry King. I'm gonna talk the rest of the time like Larry King. Let me see how can I get that?
you're not Jewy enough. Jewy might be able to do it, but she's also not a man. So no offense, Liz, you can't do a fucking. My God, Mitch, she's more coke. Yeah, cocaine, Mitch. Did you see this with Mitch McConnell freezing?
I heard about it. This guy's face, man. It's
He
almost
looks like a
has Bell's,
turtle.
he looks like he has Bell's palsy too. Like, but
Let's
that's
play it.
different. Let's do it.
We're on a path to finishing the NDA
Oh, that's
this
nice.
week.
That's
It's
nice.
been good bipartisan cooperation and a string of
Are you good? Mitch?
Okay, Mitch. Anything else you want to say, or should I just go back to your press? Do you want to say anything else to the press? Go back to
Go ahead, John.
What the fuck?
Let's go back to
Go ahead, John.
Could you address what happened
Jeez.
at the start of the press conference, and was it related to your injury from earlier this year where you suffered a concussion? Is that?
I'm fine. He's obviously not fine. Yeah, the politicians going like that are still around.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel.
Like,
If you'd like to get more
everybody,
videos-
George
Connor,
Stephanopoulos
can you,
here.
can you turn the volume down on your on the YouTube meter?
YouTube? Yeah, I can.
Yeah, do that.
Hey, everybody,
That's
George
scary.
Stephanopoulos here. I'm a cocksucker.
Stroke from
Eric
Guinness, yeah.
Fitzpatrick. Eric Fitzpatrick is in the chat.
Fitz package.
Fitzpatrick.
Connor, what did you just
He
say,
always
bro?
he always makes fun of me for having hand tattoos. I have one hand tattoo, and I'm gonna buy him one. I'm gonna buy Eric a fucking hand tattoo that has my initials on it. But yeah, dude, this shit is
Wait, a finger
in-
tattoo or a hand tattoo?
Finger tattoo.
It's different.
I'm gonna buy him a finger tattoo, and we'll see what
Bro,
happens.
it's scary that guy is like some sort of a politician that can make any sort of a say with what goes on, because he is just so not with it. Like, he definitely almost looked like he did have like a stroke or something, but that's not. They shouldn't have brought him back out. Do you want to make any more comments? He's like, no, I need to.
He has a
go
gay
or
finger
something.
tattoo. Hey, fuck you, man. It's my wife
He almost
initials,
looks kind of
motherfucker.
programmed, like they lost.
Oh yeah.
connection for a bit,
He
you know?
literally looks like he stopped. Like there's a
Yeah.
dial-up tone in his head, and he just sits there for a second like this.
The number you have dialed is not in service.
Yeah, he came out. The funny thing is, he came out like 5 to 10 minutes later, and he's like, "Oh, sorry." He's like, "Yeah, I don't know what happened." And they're like, "It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? You don't know what happened. You just froze up, motherfucker."
Maybe he smoked dust and he just.
I hope he
Freaked
smoked
out.
dust. I think they gave him cocaine. I hope he smoked dust though. That would be
Yes,
super
speaking of
fucking
smoking
cool.
dust, man, the only reason I say that is like dust. I always thought dust is the type of thing that would get you freaked out. Like, you always want, like, you see that video of that guy naked busting through the fence at that family barbecue. But
Hell yeah, son.
there's that Johnny, not Johnny Knoxville. Steve-O talks about the time he was like obsessed with Old Dirty Bastard, and he went to his show, and he's like, he was smoking a fucking dust blunt on stage, and they had footage of it, and they're showing him he's smoking this blunt. He's like, he's standing there smoking a dust blunt with his shirt off and his dick hanging out of his pants, and they show it. He's on stage, and he's just got his dick hanging out, and he's smoking this blunt. And then he's like, 5 minutes later, he's on the fucking riser of the bass drum, and he's completely passed out. And they show him the concert's still going on. There's people on stage, and Old Dirty Bastards just passed out. But I'm like, you just smoked a dust blunt. How the fuck are you passed out?
Tell-
It never made any sense to me. Like, how do you pass out on dust?
Till
It's like
says
he smokes
Eric
some crack
talking
at the
shit
midnight.
about you mean he likes you. I mean, it also means he doesn't like you. Just don't answer if he asks you for rent. I love Eric. And the few times that we have gone to or been in the same fucking show together, that motherfucker is funny. There is one really good episode of Till's show where he sat there and Eric Fitzpatrick was so dude, Till, if you know what I'm talking about, just post it in the fucking chat. But he was so he already wrote laugh out. He knows what I'm gonna say. He was so drunk. They invaded. There was a black couple. I think their YouTube channel was just them in an RV, and they're fucking they're just hanging out, and he was there, and he's drunk, and you're like, Jesus Christ, this guy's gonna be so racist, and he's not. He just starts DJing. He's so drunk, he just starts DJing, and they're gonna kick him off, and then the wife's like, nah, I kind of like him. Like, let's see what he has to say, and he's just saying the most fucked up shit you've ever heard, but he's doing it through a voice filter while he's DJing. So it doesn't sound bad at all, but it was the funniest shit I've ever fucking seen. And that all happened on Dr. Till's show. That wasn't that long ago. Good times. Yeah, that was like 2 months ago, man. It was one of the funniest shit that I've ever seen because I was part of I was part of that show. Dude, I had to sit there and mute my mic. I was fucking cracking up, and then I was just like, I can't believe this is happening. Like, in front of me. And then the other time too was he did it. No, actually I wasn't part of that show. I was on drill. That was the same drill. I got really drunk on Buffalo Traces. I was in upstate New York and I was watching it because I had so much downtime. I was like, all right, let me fucking watch. I have to watch this show. It's Dr. Till makes one of the best fucking shows, especially Friday when they're fucking raiding people. And I sat there and watched it, and I was like, Jesus Christ. No, I ended up doing the black voice. That's what I'm thinking of. Eric is mid. He's not mid. He's above average mid. He just needs finger tattoos. That's all he needs. If he had finger tattoos, I mean, he'd be fine.
Just
What's up,
get
Pablo?
mid plus.
Yeah, he's gonna get HIV plus when I'm done with him. Legion is great. Of course, Legion is great, Jewish.
Cover up in history. UFO whistleblowers allege the U.S. government has been in possession of, quote, non-human craft.
By the way, I wanted to just start by saying this. There's no such thing as UFOs. What's up,
I think,
Obedient?
Well, no. There's such thing as UFOs. You're just talking about aliens.
Aliens.
Unidentified flying object doesn't mean anything like an alien. It just means something.
Yeah. You're right. You're totally right.
Yeah, I'm fully in the same boat with you. I think that there's just some crazy aircraft out there, and there's that story I've told you about a million times. That thing I fucking saw, that was nuts. And that was definitely the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life. That shit had me like,
Well,
I
you
watched it for
so
like 5 minutes.
so you told me about that, and then in 2015, I was going to work, and I was on the same block that you were when it happened, and I saw it, and I jumped out of my car because I couldn't believe it. Sean saw a. If you've
Well,
ever watched X Files, the scene where Mulder goes through the fence with who's the son
Seth
in
Green.
Seth Green, when he goes through the fence with Seth Green, they're watching the UFO in the sky do all these weird things.
Yeah.
Sean told us about it. We were like, "You're retarded. Like that never happened." But Sean's friend Wallace,
I had two friends with me, two other people.
it was Wallace and
Mike
Seth or
Smith.
Mike Smith. They were so certain it happened, and I was like, "That's fucking dumb. Like that never
So
happened."
there was that was 2010, summer of 2010. The first one was above William Floyd High School. I was like looking down at my phone or something, and then I look up, and there was this big bright light in the sky that was just kind of like moving around really weird. Like I didn't pay attention. I looked down and I looked back up, and it was just instantly gone. So I was like, that was kind of weird. But then exactly a week later, I'm walking out of my apartment, and I look above my apartment. And there's two sets of lights. They almost look like traffic lights, like a green light above a red light, and they're both next to each other. And I'm watching them, and I'm walking out. I watched them. They just kind of looked weird. I was like, maybe it's a plane or a helicopter, whatever. And then I get out to my friend's car with my two other friends, and then I look, and now they're like on the other side of the sky. I'm like, that's weird. Maybe like I walked whatever on a weird angle. I don't know. So now I'm kind of just like interested in them, just watching them. As I get to the get to the end of the block with the car, there is the lights have now gone to the other side of the sky. And now we're all talking about it. We're watching them. Then as we're watching them, we're going down the road, and these fucking things, they're doing the craziest pattern, but they're like, you can tell it was two separate aircraft just locked in on the same pattern, but they were like in the sky, like super far away, doing crazy shit where they're jumping around, and then boom, down this side, and then it would split up real quick and do some shit and come back. And I remember watching them. They could do your whole sky peripheral, everything you can see, in like 20 seconds. Like they would literally zoom across the entire sky. So we get out, and now we're on a main road. You could see other people looking at it. We go to this store. As we go going into the store, I remember tripping up the curb because I'm just not even paying attention to anything. I'm just watching them. And we go in the store, we come out, and then they're gone. And then trying to bring it up, like as we got in the car, I'm still talking about it. And Wallace started freaking out. He's like, I don't want to fucking talk about it anymore. And I was like, bro, what the fuck? He's like, I don't want to talk about it. He's like, you bring it up again, I'm going to punch you in the fucking face. I was like, okay. I thought
You should have
so.
just punched him
Yeah.
just to fucking punch him. But no, in
That was
2014 or
nuts, though. That shit
15,
was crazy.
I had to drop somebody off on near Woodcut where you lived at that time, so it was up at the same thing. But I
loved
remember
Woodcut.
you loved Woodcut.
I
But
love
I remember I was on what's the goddamn what
Wavecrest?
is what's the road behind William
Right
Floyd
behind.
High School?
You mean that side block?
No, it's
I
the one
don't- I
that
don't-
wraps around. Whatever it is, it's a road that
Yeah.
wraps around William Floyd. So I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden, this fucking light jumps up and then starts doing these zigzags. I jumped out of my car and I watched it because I was like, "Damn, Sean talked about this." And then it disappeared, and I was like, kind of weirded out. But the whole thing is, I mean, as of now, it was probably drones.
Numerous people had seen things during that week, but that night that I saw that thing, a bunch of people had commented and said shit on Facebook. And,
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was probably.
I didn't
drones.
say anything. I just didn't want to say anything. But no, they were definitely big aircraft because like they were pretty far away in the sky, but like not far, like super distant. They were up there. You can tell they definitely had some height, but they were definitely a decent size. They weren't small. They weren't anything small, but I don't think 100% you're right about being drones. I don't think they were anything. They were operated by men because no person can go through the G-force. What these things doing? These things were zigzagging up, down, left, right.
They
so
were
fast. And when I mean,
zigzagging and going
when you're
through
doing
the
the
sky.
whole sky, like they were just like zooming, like boom, like a light, like that. That's gotta be like 1,000 miles and like just some crazy shit. But like no human could do that. Like I'm not the type of person to just make up stories like stupid shit like that. Like that was fucked up. Like I almost wish I didn't see it because I have no explanation for what I saw, and I never will. And like that was almost like too much at the time. I was like, what the fuck?
All I know is whatever we saw was not aliens. There's no such thing as aliens. There isn't. Do you? First off, if there was such thing as aliens, do you think they would want to come down to this piece of shit blue planet. We are the most first and with aliens. There's no such thing as evolution. Like, there's no monkeys walking out of the woods.
It's the Connor shit. No, I'm just joking.
No,
Connor's like, I'm leaving all
there's.
confused.
I saw a
The
UFO when
Holocaust
I lived
never
in Colorado.
happened.
Huddled over
There
the
was
town for 30
no
minutes. Never saw
Holocaust.
it move.
Fuck you.
No Holocaust. Till says saw a UFO in when I lived in Colorado. Hovered over the town for 30 minutes. Never saw it move. Don't know what it was, dude. When I was in, before I get into that, there was no such thing as aliens. There isn't.
Well,
This is
kudos to-
the government.
I've seen UFO crafts, biology entities, fire spirits, fairies, and demons. Most of them completely sober. Can you elaborate a little more on something like that?
What do you mean mostly sober? Most of them
Most
sober.
of them completely sober.
Mostly.
I've been sober mostly.
No, but there's no
I'm
such
mostly
thing as
sober at night.
Mostly. There's no such thing as aliens.
I'm
There
mostly
really isn't.
moist at night. Moistly. There's no
Moistly.
such thing as aliens.
There's no such thing as aliens, man. There really isn't. It's cool. I mean, if you want to believe that, sure, it's fine. Like I'm religious. So people make fun of me for that. They're always like, "Hey, like, there's no God." Fine, whatever. But the same thing with aliens. I don't think there's aliens. If there were, and they took all the time, the government talks about all this huge thing. Oh, they're way more advanced.
Oh wow, that's weird.
It's not
So-
advanced. I think it's all
No,
demons.
so
I was
Cooter
just
yeah. Well, Cooter said aliens are demons, and then Obedient said, "I think it's all demons." I think it goes, etc. That's an interesting.
that
thought.
is
That it really
the
is very
great.
interesting,
Honestly,
yeah.
that is the
From
greatest
both
take
you
I've
guys,
ever
that's awesome.
seen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who's
because
Obedient to you? Who is that?
I
Do you
don't know. I
them?
can't see the picture. No, I don't have my glasses on. I can't do
Oh,
the
yeah.
show with
No,
the
that's very
glasses on.
interesting, Yeah.
Because when I wear glasses and look at the screen, my fucking eyes kill me.
Oh, you got little baby eyes.
I got little baby eyes. I got
You
little
wish you had those
faggy
big,
eyes.
giant, wet, soaking wet Steve Buscemi eyes. Yo, so Steve
Hey,
Buscemi
guys.
actually has a person on set with a giant spray bottle that keeps his eyes wet because they need to stay wet. Like, and they also he blinks from the side, and then when he blinks, you gotta like you have to have an umbrella because water goes flying everywhere whenever he blinks, and it's like every 10 seconds. It's crazy. Yeah, these are
Chewy
facts.
says
You
I
guys should know
don't
this.
have my glasses, but what Chewy really said is I don't have my glasses.
Should
Hey,
I
by
bring
the
all my
way,
shoes and my glasses so that
I
I,
just
may
wanna-
have them with me?
I just want to let Chewy know that I am friends with the guy Johnny Brennan who does the Jerky Boys. And we have been back and forth in conversation to get him on the show. I've been talking to him probably for the last 8 years. Super cool fucking dude. If I get him on the show, I promise you that I will invite you on to talk to him. But I don't know. The same thing with fucking Larry Harkin too, the guy who played the old guy from Billy Madison, where he comes into his tent and he's like, "Hey, like I just want to let you know Eric was acting this way." But yeah, Johnny Brennan is really
Miss
cool.
Lippy's car is green.
By the way, I've also talked to Kamal, which was the other jerky boy, and we've had extensive conversations. The only thing he won't bring up, he won't come on the podcast. I asked him, is because he doesn't want to bring up his time in the Jerky Boys because he's trying to be a serious director, which is funny because he is 60 years old and he's never directed anything. So I don't think it's gonna fucking happen for him, bud. But it would.
Fuck up if you
Shut
want
the-
him to come on.
Nah, he's not gonna come on. I've asked him numerous times.
Fuck.
Fuck. No, but Johnny Brennan, we're like, I'm trying to think, like we are so close to sealing the deal. He doesn't want anything. He just wants to come on or to talk about the Jerky Boys movie. But he's on a weird
I'm
tour.
gonna go watch a movie.
I'm gonna go watch a movie. But yeah, he's on like,
that's my favorite film.
but he's on some weird. It's not a full tour. He's doing a weird tour. Damn, I can hear the echo now. That you said it. It's fucking me up. He's doing a weird tour because he's doing stand up. Johnny Brennan is doing stand up, which is funny because I don't know what he would talk about. Maybe probably his old Jerky Boy shit. But yeah, if all I just have to wait to him. I have to wait for him to come back to this message. If he reads the message and wants to come on, right, we could potentially have Johnny Brennan on for
Speaking
the
of
Jerky
coming,
Boys.
I'm gonna come on you if you don't play this video.
Oh yeah, sorry,
I'm
but I
gonna
would
come
love
all
if
over you,
you.
bro.
I bet you won't. I
Since
bet
the
you're too
1930s, the
straight.
head of the Pentagon's
So you're in
UFO
another
office
state, but I'm gonna
called
send
the
you some
allegation
comments. Might be a little
insulting
congealed and a
saying
little
there's no
like,
evidence.
you know,
But
dank
our
by the time
next
it gets
guest
to you. But
says
use
he's
it.
had
Put it on you.
2 UFO sightings, and that this is the beginning
No,
of a
BDN, he
process that
hasn't.
will lead to greater
This
transparency.
is from
in Europe.
talking to both of them.
Mike Barrett, UFO expert and aerospace engineer,
UFO
joins us
expert.
now.
I'm actually gonna make a Manhattan.
Thank you, Mike.
Yeah, it's great to be with you guys. Thanks for having me.
This was quite.
Bro, where is your fucking chin? Where
Oh my
is
God,
his
man.
chin?
I was
He has
behind this
no
person.
motherfucking chin.
I was behind this person in a car today that had a bumper sticker, well, a ton of bumper stickers that had Ghost Hunter permit for New York State, paranormal investigator. Their license plate holder said Ghost Hunter. It was just like,
Have you seen the gay one that says it says like fucking zombie pandemic or whatever it is, or like
yeah.
God damn, dude, we've talked about it before. Bumper stickers are fucking lame. There's nothing. You're not personable. There's nothing about your personality I care about. So, Frank Rizzo. Hey, Frank fucking Rizzo here. Jewish. By the way, it was funny because years ago, when I was talking to Johnny Brennan originally, when that's how we connected. I told him, I was like, hey, my mom's like a born again Christian. She doesn't curse or anything, which she does. She doesn't curse, but one day I came home and she was listening to the one Sal's firework mishap, I think it was. And then she was laughing and I was like, what are you laughing at? And she looked at me and goes, I'm Frank fucking Rizzo. And I was like, what? And she was just like I was like, because I listened to it and I was like, whoa, what are you talking about? And she ended up just listening to Frank Rizzo and that whole thing. My mom loves the Jerky Boys Volume 1. She said it is one of the greatest CDs to come out of all time. And I think that is fucking hilarious for a
Trying to
Christian
explain that
woman
shit
to
to
love.
kids these days, man.
They
Jerky
never get it.
boys, like they just don't get the whole prank call thing and landlines, and like these guys took out numbers and ads and paper so that people would call them and stuff. Like it was just gold. It was fucking gold.
Years ago,
time and place thing.
Well, years ago, James, because we had I think
So
years
you were chopping
ago.
up a line for a second.
Yeah. No, I was trying to get this snooter. Years ago, James,
Do a snooter.
we had Trisha and Jill live across from us. Trasha, and James was like, check this out. And he called like 4 or 5 limo companies and said they have an entire softball team going to a World Series. By the way, this is the middle of July. There's no fucking World Series in July. Within a half hour, I'm not even joking, 5 or 6 different company cars, we're talking about a fleet of them, pulled up in this woman's front yard, and she was so confused. Prank calls were the greatest things. Kids nowadays will never, ever get to experience that. I used to do it all the time. The worst prank call I ever did, and I feel really bad about this. I was joking around one night, and I called the suicide hotline. This is terrible. And I ended up keeping it on the phone 20 minutes.
Like it's going in a bad place.
Yeah, I ended up keeping it on the phone like 20, 30 minutes. And then I did the suicidal thoughts from Biggie thing. I said, I'm sick of talking. I'm sick of lying. Or whatever. I'm sick of lying. A matter of fact, I'm sick of talking. And I hung up the phone up. And these people called me back all night. And I was like, that's so funny. And I got older and I was like, that's not funny. There's nothing
James
funny
and
about
I-
that.
First time we found out about prank calls was the guy at the library by us, Mike Firestone. He had the voicemail where you can call,
What a
leave a message,
poor
and
name.
play it back. So James and I would sit there and leave messages, but we would like say stupid shit like "Yo, what up, motherfucker," and just play it back to ourselves over and over again. But then James, our dad got a fucking answering machine. We found out how to record phone calls.
Yeah, I
So
remember
if
that.
if you were having a phone call, you can press play and record, and it would actually just record it. So we have cassettes and cassettes of us pranking everybody in the phone book and stuff. There was some really good ones. We definitely tried to be like Jerky Boys. It was never anything as
There
good,
was
but
one. There was
some
one
good
that
ones in
James
there,
did. There was one that James did years ago, and I think it was a message. If you called Mom's house, James said, "What's up, yo? This is 395, whatever the number is.
Oh,
You racist nigga!"
This is
Like, and it was
395,
really.
386. Yo, motherfucking nigga, leave a fucking message after the fucking tone. If you know what's fucking best for you, talking a bunch of shit. It was James. And I
Yeah,
being
and then all of a
stupid.
sudden, the phone beeped. You hear my dad go, "Delete that fucking message now."
Yeah.
But James
When you
had
hear
all
that
those.
voice, we were done.
Yeah, it was just like, oh no more prank calls.
I
Like,
actually went through a bunch of the people in my my school at the time. I was in junior high. We pranked all of them. This one kid, fuck, Chris
Obedient,
Coleman.
you should have did
yeah,
prank
I
calls.
pranked him so bad. He was like a weird. I feel bad. He was definitely autistic, but like I pranked him. I
Till
wasn't, like,
says that
cursing at
Till
him, I
says
just
that
was-
Legion was a attempt at being the Jerky Boys, and they never got past being the Jerkies. Dude, your show on Friday night is probably the closest equivalent to the Jerky Boys. The fact that you guys find StreamYards, people with their links, and you get into it, god damn, that is the closest thing to Jerky Boys ever, especially if you get Eric Fitzpatrick really fucking drunk on it. One of the best shows.
Play that video now.
Oh, yeah.
Quite the hearing, wasn't it?
It was eventful. It was something different. I mean, you know, in terms of the content, it strikes me that it's not necessarily anything really.
Damn, this
different
guy
than
has
we've done
no
for
chin. That's why he has a
trials
beard.
30 years ago, but the fact that it was
You
on
wanna
this
suck his
particular
chin
stage
or chin
with these
area.
particular people involved, that was an official congressional hearing, I think makes it kind of unique, and you know, certainly begins to move the ball forward. My question is, what are we moving?
By the way, I have a question. What the fuck is the deal with congressional hearings?
Oh, I don't understand any of their weird fucking jargon.
Like, there's no thing that happens with them. Like, you can go in front of a congressional hearing and be like, yo, I fucking murdered 5 people. And they're like, I yield my time. And then you're
Imagine they
just
go
free.
there
You
and
just
like,
go.
hang out, and they're just like
Yeah,
playing
that's
games.
what I
It's like
think.
school lunch.
They're
Almost,
playing
recess,
dice.
and they're hanging out. Yeah,
Are they playing Recess like the old cartoon from the 90s?
Reese's.
He has Chenek. Yeah, he does have Chenek. Look at him. Where the fuck does it start? Where does it end? I can't even tell if this is a full beard or not.
The look on his face is
Yeah,
the look when you fart and
analogy to
smell
the
it like
X-Files is
it.
actually on point, I think.
I was
Because
just
the
about to
question
say
is,
that
how
when you
serious
said.
do we take this
Those
story? How
names
serious
love
do the
them.
American people take this story? And it kind of exists in this netherland between some fearing this is all a distraction, even
It is a
Congress taking
distraction.
this
So-
very seriously as a distraction from.
So the same day that this broke, because you work probably more than I. I mean, I work a lot, but you work more than I do. The same day this broke was the same day that Hunter Biden struck down the plea agreement deal. There's no reason I'm playing this, but like, he's not gonna. I mean, he's not gonna get in trouble. But this broke.
Other issues, other scandals, while others of us say this would be sort of a big deal. Like, this would be a big deal if we have a non-human
God,
craft,
this
so
guy
we
is
should
so
take it seriously.
excited. It's
So
freaking me out.
Yeah.
Do you think? Okay,
Yeah.
What do you know?
Yeah.
Mike? What can we take seriously? Was Roswell real? Are we in
can't take
possession of
him
a non-human
seriously.
craft?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Roswell was
Yeah.
real. It's something definitely happened there. It certainly wasn't a weather balloon. And then you have other crashes before that, like the Cape Girardeau.
You know what Roswell was? It was part of Operation Paperclip. That's all it was. That's all it is. It's just like it was experimental fucking Nazi crafts, and somebody saw them. I forgot the name of the circular Nazi craft. Goddamn. It was a Messerschmitt, I think, but there was no
Messerschmitt's
UFOs.
just a plane.
Messerschmitt 52, I think it was. That was the name of the model, or Messerschmitt Type 41. Type 41's Japan. So it was Messerschmitt something. Die Glock, the Glock. Die Bart, die. No, it means the Bart, the.
Oh, he can't be bad if he has something tattooed that's German.
He can't be bad if he speaks German. But yeah, the whole Roswell thing was a German aircraft that they took literally out, and they were fucking around with because the Schmackel 52, because the
definitely
original before we got that homeboy Robert Wagner, when he was in Germany being a Crip, he was experimenting with rocket propulsion. So that's where that came from. That whole fucking. There's no UFOs. It literally was just aircraft.
Crash in 1942, and it raises all kinds of questions that weren't asked at this particular hearing. It bothers me there wasn't a lot of follow-up. You know, you played the clip of the guy saying there were non-human biologics found. Well, I mean, that could be anything. That could be a cow. That could be dog food.
This guy looks like a non-human
Pablo, I love you.
And the question
Pablo,
for
you're
me,
fine,
from
man.
my
I love you.
perspective, is okay, great. We finally got somebody to sort of admit on the record that
This
that
guy
we have
looks like
these-
his job
these craft,
depends on
and we
this. Like
possibly have
he's like
some
one of
sort
those
bodies, and
paranormal investigators and stuff, and he's just relying on this to fucking set his career up.
Bro, he literally
And he looks
looks
like he definitely dyes his hair and his goatee, which
and his beard. For
I
sure.
mean,
Well, there's
yeah.
girl's tail. There's girl's tail. She's on the fucking desk.
Ooh, you got some pussy there.
Yeah, this dude definitely does everything.
You think he dyes his pubes too, just because he's like super insecure?
Only because he's vain. Yeah, fuck yeah, for sure he does.
Maybe he even bleaches his butthole and then dyes his butt pubes.
God damn, I hope he does
Like, he
now.
wants a
Now
clean
that
butt,
you've
but
said it,
also-
I
yeah.
really hope he does.
I like the contrast of the dark butt pube over the nice bleached anus. It's fucking amazing. It's actually like breathtaking.
Yeah, it's like a sunrise. A
I like to
butthole
think more of,
sunrise.
like more like a moonlight.
He really, like, now that I have it full screen, this motherfucker looks like a fish. It's the worst thing I've ever. And by the way, on the right, the actual thing that says Department of Defense, and it has the F-22 fucking jet. Girl, stop! It has the F-22 fucking sights, dude. You're not doing anything for UFOs when you do that.
Ew,
It's
he's
nothing.
got Nicorette gum in like one of those little tinfoil, packs, and he just breaks them out, but they're really just fucking nicotine-soaked foreskins.
The sight on the right is a infrared or flare fucking sight from a fucking F-22. That has nothing to do with UFOs.
wouldn't say alien, but we've had them for 70 years now, give or take, if not 100 years. And the question is, what have we been doing with that technology for that period of time? That's what I'd like to know.
All right, girl, you gotta
Because
get
there's
off.
a lot of things that we see in the skies, and there's a lot
She
of things
loves
that
you,
we've
dude.
seen on NASA videos and so forth that aren't readily explainable with the level of technology that we supposedly have right now. So, I mean, is there a whole secret aspect to the space program that we don't know about? Have they had anti-gravity
This guy,
technology or
it's so
basically-
funny because this guy has, it's weird. He has one of the weirdest, roundest heads I've ever seen. Like his head looks like a spherical fucking double pyramid, whatever you want to call it, like a diamond. And then at the same time, his hair is so flat, like Lego
His head
hair.
is he definitely has a weird shaped head, and I think it's just a lack of chin definition.
Yeah, it'd be great if he was built. We're just making fun of him.
flying
Like a
saucer
chud?
technology for decades
A
and just not
chad.
told us about it. These are the questions I want to know the answers to, and I think maybe we're starting to crack that door open.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have had a great technological leap forward over that same time frame. Well, not that's
These
by our
guys
own
have
innovation
fucked, right?
or by borrowing technology.
These
No,
guys
just
have
handies,
yeah.
just handies
They-
in the office.
Maybe
bathroom.
handies. You think so? Just handies? I don't know. I
Mhm.
think they kind of fuck. You might be right.
I agree. These are important questions to answer. Thank you, Mike.
They
Thank
might
you.
have docked.
Hey, thanks, Mike. Thanks for
Thanks for docking.
thanks for being a fucking a weirdo. Oh, I got this too. You're gonna love this. This is a callback from what is that? 2 weeks ago with the Film Actors Guild or whatever. FAG.
Cranston.
Cranston.
Let's go to Times Square now, where Bryan Cranston rallied his fellow actors on day 12 of the SAG-AFTRA strike.
We will not
He's old.
have our jobs taken away and giving to robots. We will not allow you to take away our dignity.
They're not robots, by the way.
Also protesting, Jessica
They're
Chastain
computers.
and Rachel Ziegler, who's been cast to play Snow White in the Disney live-action remake.
I say, if I'm going to stand there 18 hours in a dress
Actually, I did an event for her last year.
every hour that it is streamed online. Actors and writers.
Oh, Mr. Red Eyes. I'm surprised nobody's got his balls around him. It's bullshit. That guy
It is
just
just
throws off so much
simply
water when he
time
fucking
to
plays.
make things right.
We're fighting for integrity, respect,
F. Murray
honor.
Abraham.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson wasn't at this morning's rally, but he
Uh,
did make a 7-figure donation to the
Of course he
SAG-AFTRA
wasn't there.
Foundation
He's like, I'll
to
just
help
donate a
union
bunch of
members who are
money
struggling.
and just
It's a
not be there 'cause I
historic
don't really fucking
donation,
care.
but a lot of people are wondering why Hollywood's biggest stars haven't been hitting the picket line.
When you have someone like George Clooney or Julia Roberts or Leonardo DiCaprio or Jennifer Lawrence, these are people who are
Yeah,
super
I'm not
rich.
against
Just
the people that are
optically,
like the
it
small
may
people that
look
aren't getting
weird
paid.
when
It's the
someone
big
who's
actors
paid
that are
$20 million
complaining a lot
for a
because they
movie.
get paid so much fucking money. These giant big actors and shit.
Dude, I just
The
want
other
to let you
people
know,
like the
Bryan
writers and stuff that do
Cranston
most of the
does
work that
not.
don't get paid. That's bullshit.
Bryan Cranston does not give a shit
No, he doesn't.
about actors. If
No, he's
they
too busy
gave a
making meth. He
shit,
doesn't care.
if they gave a shit, they would Sorry, just looking something up. If they gave a shit, they would take pay cuts. None of them take pay cuts.
Shit.
They gave a damn shit. None of them take pay cuts. They just sit there and they go out on strike.
Because it makes them look good.
Yeah, of course. This is
It's a
all.
publicity
This
stunt.
is all exactly. It's huge publicity stunt. It's what's the name of that fucking It's like smoke and mirrors. Like they don't really give a shit. Like they just literally sit there
smoking
and just,
mirrors. You've smoked mirrors before?
bro, I smoke so many motherfucking mirrors. I punch cops through
I thought there's
fences.
some shit somebody dusted out would say, "Yo, my motherfucker, I've been smoking mirrors all night, motherfucker.
I've been smoking mirrors. It makes my dick so hard.
Can't you see that smoke mirrors?
It's like that J.O. Felony song, Sherm Stick, but it's called Smoke and Mirrors.
What was that Sherm song you had me listening
Yep,
to last week?
that
What
was
that?
J.O. Felony, Sherm Stick. It's about a guy
How
who
does that
smokes.
chorus go?
I smoke Sherm Stick, Sherm Stick.
No, the other one was like something not a bit,
not a little bit.
all of it.
Yep, that's him, J.O. Felony. Hell yeah, man.
Smoke a Sherm. I was
Sure,
like,
smoke
is
a
this guy?
Sherm
I said,
dude, it's
what is
so
this guy talking
awesome.
about smoking dust? He's like, yeah, this
the
song's about
entire
dust. I
song
was
is
like,
about a
what the
dude
fuck?
just smoking dust, which is
Yeah,
kind of fucking cool, man. Like,
ballsy.
bro,
Let's
that
just-
was when.
Let's just rap about fucking smoking Sherms.
Yeah, that's when rap was fucking good.
I mean, that's ballsy, but that's not even like the upper level of that is ODB on stage, dick out, smoking a dust blunt, and then 5 minutes later, sleeping. Because I'm assuming he slept because he was on so much other shit. Like, he probably was on like a bunch of pills or like, you know, dope or whatever the fuck it was, or Xanax or some shit, and he just fell asleep. But like, imagine smoking dust and this like, yo, we smoke dust, and the next thing you know, the guy's sleeping. Like, oh, what the fuck?
No,
You ever see the cops trying to take that dude down on dust. And,
I
like,
saw the
people trying to
one.
help.
So there was the one video of the
Oh, it's
cops.
one cop. It's one cop.
I saw one video where it was a woman cop trying to stop a naked black dude.
From breaking, he breaks through the fence.
He punches through the fucking fence
Yeah.
and grabs this bitch, and then the cops, they literally beat the shit out of him, tased him, and he still broke out of it. Was like,
He's just walking down the block. He's big. He's completely naked, and then he just starts punching through the fence like a fucking robot, like it's nothing, and it's pretty fucking entertaining, to say the least.
you know, Joker, and I did some fucking drugs years ago. I'm fucking sitting there smoking meth. Sorry, I'm just trying to look something up. We get into the meeting. Oh, I got it. Hell yeah, I got it. Have you fucking goddamn heard of this, dude? The two people who killed the pets at fucking the pet store?
No. I don't want to see it if you're gonna show it.
No,
to
no,
me.
I
wanna see
would
it. I
never.
don't wanna
First
see it.
off, as much as I'm a piece of shit, I would never show any.
You showed me that awful video of the bear falling down, the starved.
That was
hungry old
funny
bear.
though. He tried killing a fucking ibex, and the
I don't
ibex
care,
was
bro. He
smarter
was
than him.
hungry. Yeah, but it's one thing if he like tries to go after him and he doesn't like get him. But he's like,
No, but the
He went
ibex
too
was
far from
cool,
out and just
man.
Tumbled and tumbled
The
down. I was
mountain goats are fucking awesome as shit and
like,
super.
bears are cool too, though.
I love bears, but mountain goats are super fucking.
I love bears.
But mountain goats are super fucking based. They just hop up a mountain and sit there in the same spot. They're like, you ain't gonna fucking touch me. Fuck you.
Yeah, but he tried to, bro. He was
tried.
hungry, bro. He's
He
fucking hungry.
He tried, but
mean,
he
bro.
couldn't. Dude, yo, these fucking mountain goats are fucking mean. I would never ever on this show or share to anybody a video of an animal getting hurt because I like animals more than fucking people.
So what's up with this?
Pablo says people who kill animals are disgusting.
So what do they do? What's the story behind this?
So they killed. To answer back to Pablo, by the way, that's the markings of a serial killer. They broke a parakeet's neck in a pet store, a rabbit's neck in a pet store, and then they stole a hamster and gerbil. The gerbil, the employees found it in the parking lot, stomped to death, and they cannot find the guinea pig or whatever it was, gerbil or hamster, whatever it was, but they can't find it. But these two people killed these fucking animals.
These people are definitely like future murderers.
That's dude. Exactly. That's exactly what I said. I was like, oh, these
They need to be caught quick and like locked up.
So
for a bit.
they were caught, but the problem is the police and the courts are withholding their name, which I find kind of fucking weird.
You know why? Because people would beat the shit out of them.
Oh, dude, they'd be fucking.
That's why they're.
You know, it's weird.
Dude,
Like everybody,
there would be so many people online.
Everybody talks about how child molesters will be killed in prison. I think it's way less than everybody thinks. But I think everybody kind of likes animals, and I think that people would.
No, I think the child molesters get beat up, but yeah, you're right. The animals. That's.
They kind of told me that animals weren't their things. No, but I just think that animals resonate more in people's lives. You kind of get your fuck because like even when you're a kid, like when you meet someone who's like, oh, I don't like fucking dogs, you're like,
I'm
what
wrapping
is
my
wrong
brain
with
around
you?
the stomping of the gerbil.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I mean, I'm sure it was
Why
just
why
one
would you take it in
stomp.
the parking lot and stop it? Well, it doesn't matter. Like, what the fuck? Like, you're a sick fuck. You're also like stabbing the parakeets next. Like, and they looked young too. Like, you guys are
Dude.
on the road for some awful, awful shit. You guys
Years
fucking
ago,
suck.
years
I would
ago,
love to meet them because I would
beat the
just
shit out of them.
but
Bury
beat
your
them so
bury
bad
your
so they
God.
can probably not even move again like that. They need to be, really severe.
Bury your motherfucking fist in their fucking solar plex. No, years ago we had like a kind of it was rabid, but it was an opossum that was like in the yard in Holbrook, and I had to dispatch it, and I felt so fucking like terrible, foaming from the mouth, and I killed it, and I was like, that's like the worst. That's the worst feeling I've ever felt my entire life. And then if you watch, like, I won't pull the videos up, but if you watch them in the pet store, just laughing doing it. There's no ever reason to kill an animal unless you're hunting. If you're hunting, fine, that's one thing. Like, I totally get it. I go hunting, but when I go hunting, like,
You go goodwill hunting though.
what?
You go goodwill hunting.
I go goodwill hunting, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I make micro processes. No, but when I go hunting and shit like that, or if I kill something, like, I use every part of the body. I don't like. There's no waste unless, and even if there's guts involved, it either goes in the garden or it goes to the wild animals. Like foxes will eat that shit. So I was looking at the chat, but this shit is so unbelievably weird to the point where I couldn't even, because it's weird because like American or history lately has been to the point where everybody is Jewish says you're not curb stopping a deer. Not that you know of.
Well,
but
no,
we've become.
You've never been hunting with Connor.
You never been hunting with me, but we've
Connor
been to a
brings
weird
little curb setup with him, so that every time he
I
gets to
bring
do it,
I
he
bring
uses
a
little
mini curb
steps.
on a fucking dolly cart, and then I stomp
He
the deer
does
out there.
Oh, is that
Fuck
a
you,
Sopranos
deer.
thing? Isn't that a Sopranos thing?
Oh,
didn't he
God.
curb stomp a guy at a bar?
So the dude was drunk, and I want to play, but we'll get
don't. It's not worth
copyright
playing,
stricken. But he
Yeah.
he was drunk, and he was trying to fuck
was at
Tony
dinner with
Soprano's
someone.
daughter, and he fucking curb stomps him on a bar tabletop, which is the most incredible
And
thing.
he's with
because-
some guy at dinner, and he's just like threatening the guy, "Don't get involved." And everybody's like, "Don't do
Yeah.
it, don't do it." He just
By
does
the way,
his
if
teeth go.
I know you've never watched Sopranos.
No, I just watched all the death scenes. I've seen them all.
Go kind of like American History X, more like Sopranos. Sean, I
remember when
implore
I saw
you.
American History X next.
It's one of the worst
that scene, I
movies
was
I've
like,
ever seen.
It's just weird because it's very
It's
like
not good.
emotionally like. Well, it's weird. It's like they kind of get you on the side of like, like, oh my god, this is terrible. This is all terrible. And then the last minute that happens at the very end, and you're just so like torn. Like, not saying torn because I want to be racist. You're just like,
Oh,
I don't even know what the fuck just happened. Like,
thank you. Thank you, obedient. Um, yeah, man, I killed that one fucking. Ooh, I started there. I killed that one opossum, and I felt really bad. Like, I don't know that
I
game.
forgot that was Edward Furlong. Holy shit!
I
That's
didn't know that
fucking
was Edward
funny.
Furlong either. Holy fuck!
Yeah, that's
Till
funny.
with the fucking reference. God damn.
I was actually thinking about Edward Furlong. Like, what the fuck's happened to him?
Oh, I'll show you.
I
right
heard his
now.
fur got short though. So he was like short hair now. He's not furlong. But
Edward
that's
Fur
beside the
Short.
point. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I killed that one opossum, and I was like, yeah, that kind of fucking sucks. Like, I felt so bad having to dispatch it and then bring it to the dumping site, and I was like,
Yeah, I'm not a fan
this
of
is
killing
this
animals,
is
but I
fucking
hit
shit.
that deer that one time, and I felt bad for a second. And then I instantly realized that it fucked my car up, and I just
And you were
didn't
like,
care.
fuck that deer.
Yeah, I sent him,
Bro.
her, and she was young, and I sent her flying across the lanes. She had the spaghetti legs. Her legs were out doing the crazy thing, and she was just done.
No,
Done.
fuck that,
And then
dude.
but
Fuck.
she remained in the center lane and got macked a bunch of other times. I felt
Nah, fuck that story. There was a story years ago you told me of a dude in a Mitsubishi who cut you off. And you were driving a Chevy, and you fucking cut him off, and he fell into the middle lane, and you were like, "Oh, I watched this."
No, he had a white Civic, and I was driving. We were down Nichols Road, and I was heading north, and he was just riding up my butt so badly. So I eventually just hit the brakes. I brake checked him so bad that he flew off into the median, but the median was a ditch, so he flew off into the ditch. I was like, so it was like the plastic undergarment by his engine go flying off his car. Like, there was severe damage, and then he just like turned off and left. I was like, oh, okay.
Obedient says he loves animals, but he's kind of become numb to pest. Yeah, I get it. Like, I have.
Yeah, but do you take your squirrels and mice and stomp them in a parking lot?
Nah, he doesn't do that. Like, I just got my oil changed on recently, and there was a fucking squirrel nest in my fucking oil filter, or not oil filter, air filter. Dude, they pulled out like acorns, tree branches. The funniest thing they pulled out was fucking peanut shells. He said I drowned them. Jesus Christ, dude. No, you don't.
No,
Those
a lot
are
of people do the
vermin.
drowning.
Those are vermin. Nobody drowns anything.
No, there's a lot of issues with squirrels. People with gardens, people with anything. Even if you have fucking bird seed and bird houses, squirrels. So I just like all animals, so I leave them alone. But squirrels are definitely a huge fucking pest, though.
Till says squirrels are the devil and must be burned at the stake. Why do you have an issue with squirrels? I dated a girl years ago who was legitimately afraid of squirrels. And every time we went on a date, I made it purposely under a fucking tree. Because the off chance that a squirrel hits her, because I'm weird like that. And I was like, that'd be fucking funny to watch. I got one more video for us tonight. Well, kind of a long one, but I'll probably skip
On
through
May
it.
14th, 2023, police were dispatched to a welfare check at a bar in West Salem, Wisconsin. The bartender reported that an unknown male entered the bar and promptly collapsed to the floor.
I'm gonna walk in.
I
This bar and pass
saved
the
a squirrel
fuck out.
once. He bit me, and then for years they follow me by the dozens. When I worked for receiving for Home Depot years ago,
And they just follow. Like, I bit this guy, but he was cool about it. Let's follow him around. We're his minions.
I got sick of buying 22 ammo. Dude, first off, it's cheap. But till I used to, when I was in receiving for Home Depot, I used to, because like Home Depot will throw out all the bird seed. They don't save it. So I used to save it and put it in buckets, and I used to just fucking throw it outside. And my whole reason for doing that was one day the squirrels are going to turn and they're going to look at me and be like, this guy's pretty cool. But I don't think I've ever fucking held it. I think Paulie, one of the guys I know, Paulie had a squirrel as a pet for years.
Paulie had a squirrel.
Paulie had a squirrel. But I've never really fucking touched a squirrel. I think they just
So I love animals and stuff like that, but I personally couldn't like hunt. I'm just a big bitch when it comes to that, but I'm not against hunting. Like if you're gonna use it, people that hunt for
yeah, I
game
hunt.
and people that don't use it and like waste it, that's bullshit. But if you hunt and you get meat out of it, I respect the shit. I think it's fucking awesome. I wish I can do that. Like, dude, I have a friend that hunts. Ryan hunts, fishes, gardens, everything. Just everything he eats is everything he collects and hunts and gathers, and it's fucking great, man. That's just that's a great way of life right there.
Obedient says I prefer fishing. So do I.
Yeah, me too.
Unfortunately, I moved to Pennsylvania, which
Well, you got
the
lakes.
fishing,
You can do freshwater. You got trouts, bro. You got trout.
yeah,
Pussy.
but the trout pussy. The thing is, the best thing about New York, the only good thing about New York is when you go on the southern part of it, like Long Island, you go to Smith Point Beach. The bluefish is like it's phenomenal. Like whatever you catch, like it's a good fight. Like I caught a 34-inch bluefish, and it was a 45 to an hour fight. So I do like fishing, and I did eat him. By the way, he was gave
Ryan's
me a
out there all the
shit.
time catching fucking gigantic stripers. You see the picture. The pictures
Yep.
over there.
Oh yeah,
Huge.
yeah, all the time.
Flukes all the time. He goes out clamming. He's fucking, crabbing and stuff like that. It's always some elaborate, crazy, fucking awesome thing. But then you see like 5, 6, 7 in the morning. He's got to post like, oh, just went clamming, got this, and caught this giant
Oh,
striper or
just
whatever it is.
just shot this
And then
duck, and
by like noon, he's got like clams and linguine sauce and all this crazy shit
Mhm.
posted. And then same thing
Yep,
goes
he
on
uses
later in the
everything.
afternoon. Yeah. Before actually, I went there to go see him. I was with Darlene. Darlene's like, what kind of tree is that? And he's like, oh, it's a peach tree. And I was like, you got a fucking peach tree? He's like, yeah, I got a peach tree. There's an apple tree over there. There's another peach tree over there. He's like, there's a pear tree in the back. I was like, bro, you fucking rock, dude. And this is all like right in the middle of town and stuff, like a busy town, like right off a busy road too. He just like, makes that shit home. He's smart. He's very smart.
yeah, Ryan's cool as shit.
Upon arrival, the officers observed a 21-year-old male named Tristan, extremely intoxicated.
Tristan.
Hi. What's going on? I just talking to you. It sounds like you might have had a little too much to drink. Do you have an ID or something with your name on it?
I had a couple people at the bar. I gave him a glass of water. He dumped it over his head.
Yeah, you can. Do you have an ID, wallet, anything? Something
This
with your
guy's
name
cool
on
as fuck so far.
Do you just want to have a seat right here? Just sit down here.
He just stood up.
Really
He keeps
drunk.
trying to stand up. He keeps falling over.
We'll try to help you, okay? Why don't you have a seat? Here, let's just wait. Let's just have a seat right here, okay? You're not in trouble or anything, man. I'm just gonna try to figure out who you are so we can get you home. All right? You just want to have a seat right here? Hey, bud.
Hey, bud.
What's your name?
Hey, bud.
I don't know your name. What's your, I don't know who right here, okay? You're not in trouble or anything, man. I'm just
What'd
gonna
he
try to
say?
figure out who you are so we can get you home. All right? You just want to have a seat right here? Hey, bud.
Hey.
What's your name?
Dude, you already know, man.
That is the greatest. Hey, bud, what's your name? Hey. Hey. That is the greatest thing I've ever heard.
I don't know your name. What's your, I don't know who you are. No. They're just concerned about you here. We're just trying to figure out where you live. We can get you home or something.
Where's the wife?
What's your wife's name? Here, let's just stay. I don't want you to go walk out and fall or get hit by a car or something like that, okay? Why don't you just have a seat? Let's just sit down for a second, okay? Yep, I got you. I got you here. Why don't you have a seat? There you go. Yeah. Do you have like a wallet with your name on it? In your pockets? Do you have a wallet? What's your name? Huh?
This guy's done.
Just relax, okay? Just
Look,
I feel like he's on like a little something else too, or
I'll be the
remnants
first to
of.
say I like drinking. I've never been that drunk. The point where I'm like, like I've never sounded like Arnold.
I'm a stud.
You have to sit there and drink your beer at home. I could do it in public. I'm a stud. But yeah, I've never, ever been.
Yeah, he's on another level of like drinking.
He's cool as shit. This is a cool guy, man.
He hasn't done anything wrong. He's just drunk.
I'm just trying to figure out. I don't want you to walk out and get hit by a car, man. You're pretty drunk. You're not in trouble or anything, like I said. We're trying to make sure that you're okay. We can get you home or find your wife.
Yeah.
What's your wife's name? Were you at a wedding?
No. That's the point. Go do your thing.
Are you here?
Bro, what the fuck is he saying? This is great. I love this dude. I hope he's free. I hope they free him after this, man, because he's so awesome.
Free him. They just open the door and let him out.
Yay, free my drunk guy, bro.
With you said your wife, maybe? Do you know where your wife is? I'm just gonna go.
The fucking... Oh my god, I gotta put it back 2 seconds. The pointing. Look at that.
I'm just gonna go check.
Ah, that guy's fucking awesome. Fucking man. This dude rules. Hit that like button if y'all queers. Till, I love you. God damn, I love you, Till. Hey, if you're on Rumble, you better goddamn fucking follow us too, or I'll come to your house and make this drunk. I point to you.
Honestly, here I can.
Point at you.
By the way, I just want to let you know, this is a very small town bar, and I can tell you because of that. I don't know if you can see the mouse, but the patterns on the wall, the old wood, they do this in Pennsylvania a lot. I'm sure it's not Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely a small town bar just because of that wood.
This dude is a super cool fucking dude.
Let's go to the climax of this video.
Oh yeah, let's.
Are you here with you said your wife, maybe?
Still
Are you okay? What's going on?
This dude's awesome, man.
Well, I don't know what happened with him. All right, You're talking to me though, not him, right? We're being cool, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go. Here, let go of my hand.
You got a badge. Yeah. We have to find a badge.
I'm just trying to get you to the bathroom here, okay? Oh, you okay?
The officer recognized Tristan from previous contacts and called his mother. She revealed that he was out with his wife, but due to his intoxication and temper, she left him at the bars and went home.
Wow.
She further stated he was an alcoholic and didn't want to be responsible for him that night due to his violent behavior when heavily in.
It's like I almost want to be.
It got awful.
I almost want to be like, that wife's a piece of shit, but
no.
Kind of sounds like she's in the right here. Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah,
this dude's
he does it all
awesome.
the time.
Intoxicated.
He does it all the time.
Hey, I think I have Tristan down here at the bars. Do you think that could be correct? He's extremely intoxicated. It sounds like everybody ditched him here. He cannot walk. He cannot talk. He wants to fight me.
I'm walking
He
with you. I'm
cannot
just gonna make
squawk.
sure
He
you
cannot
don't
squeal.
fall. I'm just gonna make sure you don't fall, man. That's all.
He's either going to have to get a pretty good responsible party here, or he's probably going to have to go to detox down at the hospital.
Since the age of 15, the officer has encountered Tristan several times, witnessing
Holy
his
shit.
repeated episodes of intoxication and violence.
No, it sounds like they worked together, but I'm thinking maybe they all got sick of him and just left because he's hammered.
I just don't want you to fall. All right. I'll just wait right here. I just don't want you to fall. All right.
Yeah, like on a
So
scale
I
of 1
mean,
to 10
if
being
you
drunk,
were to
this guy
come
like
get
a
him, you would need to
15.
take responsibility.
What happened?
On a scale of 1 to 10 drunk, he's like a 15.
Oh yeah, he's so far gone, but this dude is super fucking cool. What a cool dude he is, man, to just get that drunk that your wife's like, I'm leaving you here.
Responsibility for this,
My
and it's a lot.
My man.
No, I mean the hospital just basically keeps him until he's sober. I mean, it's just we're gonna watch him and observe him, and make sure he stays okay. Is all.
While in the bathroom, he almost fell several times and urinated all over the floor and himself.
And
Tristan, let's go. We'll go out. You good? You pee? Let's go. We'll go out now. Oh, careful.
It almost kind of sounds like these cops are kind of pretty cool.
Yeah, they're being nice to him.
They're very nice to him, but they are super cool. Can you imagine a
Yeah,
cop
I
being
even
like,
said he's like he tried to fight me
dude, this guy wanted to punch me and then he pissed on the floor. Dude, these cops are
and
pretty...
himself and
himself. Can you all? She's like, can you all just shoot him? Why are you gonna shoot this guy?
It's because of body cam footage. But he's got a gun. He's got a gun. It's like 40 shots loaded in the bathroom. And then they still
They
cuff
do.
him. They still cuff
Yeah,
him
yeah.
while he's bleeding out intensely.
He's dead. They cuff him. They're like, don't fucking move.
Slippery in here. Let's go, man.
It's
I'll help
slippery
you
in
out.
here because he pissed
All right?
everywhere.
Yeah, let's go. Come on. I'll walk with you out. I'm not gonna grab you or anything like that. I'll walk out with you. All right?
Got some people to help you.
Oh yeah, he's trying to lay fists on
Oh,
me,
yeah.
and then we're
My
trying to help
man.
him, so he's just super confused.
What
I
is
appreciate it.
It's so weird. This dude is super fucking cool.
He's really cool.
He's a cool dude.
He's definitely my hero.
Recognizing his inability to care for himself,
Oh, yeah,
the
it's-
safest choice.
by the way,
His
this
inability
is
to care for himself.
It's on me, and then we're just here trying to help him, so he's just super
Not this.
confused. I appreciate it.
Recognizing
right there. That's how you know it's a small town. When you have the bar built.
Small town bar.
Just a small town gay dude. No, we have these all over the place in Pennsylvania though. These bars that are built into like weird fucking buildings. You have like a pizza shop, and the next door is a really weird fucking bar you've never heard of. Yeah, it's definitely a small town. I'm trying to think.
Maybe he's just a small town.
Rhode Island State. Is this Rhode Island?
his inability to care for himself, the safest choice was to transport him to the hospital for detox.
He's very intoxicated. We'll help you up here in a...
You can just, Tristan, you can just stay there.
He's not going to. Just so you know, I did.
No, I just want to have a seat in the chair. Tristan.
Just have a seat, man.
We're gonna,
This dude's
I'm gonna bring
awesome,
my
man.
in, okay?
You okay, man? Just relax. Did urinate all over himself, so.
What were you drinking tonight? Beer or liquor? Both? You're mixing and matching?
I like that he just keeps throwing
This
his hands.
Saturday night.
Just relax.
Where do you
Dude, this dude fucking rules. Like, I brought this to the show and I was like, oh, maybe we'll both hate him. I kind of like this dude. He's kind of fucking cool. He pissed on himself.
His wife loves him.
Yeah. His wife loves him. He's just drinking beer and liquor. This dude fucking is an absolute.
Maybe
unit.
he's fortifying his beers with whiskey, and he's
Yeah,
really
well, yeah,
cool.
that's what you have to do, though. And this dude pissed on himself to prove that point. I love the bitch, by the way, in the back. She's like, "What'd you drink tonight?" It's like, dude, what does it matter? He's so fucking far drunk. Who cares?
Doctor
Just relax.
at?
Just relax, all right, man?
You don't have one? That's okay.
Where do you live, man? I don't know where you live. I don't know where you live, man. You haven't told me yet.
Can I go home?
What's your address?
Can I go home?
What's your address?
You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you.
Alright.
What's your
feel me?
address?
Alright.
I know you want to go home, man. We're trying to figure that out for you. I don't hug, man. All right, sorry,
Dude, I really, really, really have turned around. I love this dude. James O'Keefe looks like a hammer. God damn it, dude! It's not James O'Keefe. Be cool if he was. I like this dude. I think this is a cool fucking dude.
Just don't. I'm just telling you. All right, you want to have a seat on that for me? They just have to check a couple of.
No.
They just have to check a couple of things. Tristan, can you just have a seat on the cot for me? Please?
No.
Just have
No.
a seat.
No.
Hey man.
No.
Can you listen?
No.
Can you listen to me quick? If you have a seat on that, we'll try to figure out a way to get you home. Okay?
Good boy.
Can I help you over there?
Don't do that, Tristan. We're just trying to help you out, man. I get you're mad, but we're just trying to help you out. You want to walk over there with me?
Yeah, come over this way with me, bud.
Oh, don't fall. I got you. Let's Tristan.
No.
Let's walk over there, please. Can you walk over there for me?
It's so funny because drunk adults are probably the closest to toddlers that
taking
they.
the writer's strike hard.
What happened?
Michael Cera is taking the writer's strike hard.
Drunk adults are probably the closest toddlers that will ever be. It's so funny to watch this dude.
He
just look at
sounds
them.
like Carter. Actually, we keep saying no.
That's why I said
no,
toddlers.
No, that's
but
all
it's
he
just so.
sounds like.
It's so funny. He's so drunk. I'm not doing that. No.
No. Play that music.
There's nothing to win. We're just walking over here having a seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gonna win.
This ain't the best chair for you right now.
Yeah. Just have a seat right there.
I'm gonna walk to my house.
Nope.
You're gonna fall over if you don't sit down.
Yeah.
Over this way with me. Sit down.
Let's go. Just let go. Let's go, Tristan. Just have a seat on there, please. Please have a seat.
There you go. Sit down.
Just sit down. There you go.
Whoop. Easy now.
There. Tristan.
Damn, these cops are
I'm not
super
trying
nice.
anything. I just want you to sit down.
I'm leaving.
Can't even walk from the bathroom. Just sit down before you fall down, okay?
Yeah. Tristan, please. Can you just have a seat on the couch? We're gonna help you out here, all right?
Look at him. Look at him.
Tristan, can you please just sit down on the couch? Just sit down. Just relax. Tristan, come on. Just relax, all right?
His mom doesn't feel safe with him.
Tristan?
Down here.
Tristan, you just want to kick your legs up on there and just relax?
Tristan, you're not going to be able to fly, bud. Can you?
Tristan, can you keep your legs up for a pap smear? And he's like, no, no, I'm not gonna do it.
You just sit back and just help these guys out.
Just put your legs up.
Just help them out. I've helped you out so many times, Tristan.
Tristan, we're just trying to help
I've
you.
helped you out so many times.
Yeah, this is just a nice bed.
There you go. Look at that. That's comfy, isn't it? Just close your eyes and relax.
These are just seat belts.
These are just
Tristan,
seatbelts in a
hey,
nice
Just
bed.
take a
in
breath.
the middle of
Relax.
the
This
Okay?
dude-
I'm just trying to take care of you. Make sure you're okay.
This is,
Look
by the
at-
way,
Look at me.
this is the only time we're ever going to say this. This is the cool dude of the week. This guy's super cool. Wait, we'll never see this again.
I would love to date him.
Well, I hope you're a woman soon.
Oh, what's the climax?
Let's just relax.
I want to watch this guy climax.
Well, let go then.
Will you relax if I
You're-
let go?
Yeah.
You promise?
Let go. Let go. Goddamn.
You're
Let
gonna-
go of this goddamn
You're gonna
thing.
relax. Here, can I cover you up a little bit, just so it's a little?
No. This goddamn beats your shit. Sure. Look at him. He
What?
got a big dick on the
What?
front. Look at him. You got a big dick. Look at him.
You got a big
Alright then. Can I go home with my wife then?
We'll get you home here.
You're choking me.
Yeah, they're
Alright
getting.
then.
They're getting.
What is this something about a
We
big dick?
can't. They're trying to lift you up there.
Here we go.
Well, you're not. That was a bad idea.
Don't.
Hey, don't swing. All right, man. Stop it.
Don't.
Do you
Nobody
think
wants to try it, but we're not going to get hit.
you think they charged him with the hitting the officers or no?
They're probably being nice, but if I was like, I'd be like, yo, look away so the camera doesn't show it. I'd just snuff them really fast.
But I'm asking, do you think they charged him
No,
for hitting?
probably not.
All right. Let's skip ahead.
If you can
God, I'll
Yeah,
tell you
just
this.
pull over on the.
Upon reaching the hospital, Tristan's behavior escalated as he became increasingly loud, boisterous, and threatening. Over the next few hours, he only became more violent and resistive.
Oh, so he
Hospital staff
climbed.
Then informed police they no longer.
You know what climbing is?
No.
The climbing is when you're drinking and you've drunken so much that you may be sober in the moment, but your alcohol level climbs. That's what climbing is. That's what he did. He just climbed. So he probably
It's
drinks.
like he probably just pounded something right before he got in that bar.
Mm-hmm. No, he probably just drank a fuck ton in the bar and then he climbed and the cops were called. Because you have to be really, really, really fucking drunk to be this disoriented and the cops are called.
wanted to treat Tristan. As soon as they started removing the restraints off,
By the way, I never do this. I'm just going to show it once before we get out of here because we're getting out of here soon. I have some Yakuza I have to play. Buy me a coffee.com/Vulture Culture Radio if you want to donate. You probably don't, but
Kind of dancing for dollars.
I'm dancing for dollars. No, just before we get out of here, if you want to donate, like just fucking donate. You're probably not going to. Who cares? Let's finish the video.
Finish
with him, he threatened to fight.
You sit up for me.
Sit up.
Sit up. What? Here we go.
Hell yeah, this dude's awesome, man.
Let me
No. You fucking black motherfucker.
Did you hear him?
What the fuck?
He said, "You black motherfucker."
Yeah, and then you hear the cops said, what the
You
fuck?
sit up for me.
Sit up.
Sit up. What? Here we go.
Guess what?
Let me
You fucking black.
Obedient 9 or Obedient 2 Ya says his cool level's over 9,000. He's super saiyan cool. This is a cool dude.
Motherfucker.
You better watch it.
Better wash my arm, dude. You fucking bending that bitch way too far. I'm telling you, that bitch hurts. That hurts.
Bro,
That
it's so funny how he went from being drunk to black so quick. I only wish that I could do that.
Black. That hurts. I'm not doing anything.
Stop resisting.
I'm
You're
not.
resisting arrest right now.
No, I'm not.
That's what
Oh,
you're
look
doing.
at the foam in the
Correct.
mouth.
I'm not.
Look at the foam in the mouth. God damn, that is a man with dry mouth, my guy. And by the way, the cop's tattoo in the back, nice, typical fucking white guy tattoo, you fucking loser.
Not down there. I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't.
Tristan, do not kick at anybody.
This dude's awesome.
Understood?
That piece of shit right there, I might. He's a fucking piece of shit. You know why? He's a racist. You know why? You know what? Who's not even racist? I got a best friend that's black. Ready? Okay. Ow! 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 That's a white person.
Have a seat. Hop in there. Hop in.
Yes, sir.
Slide back. Slide back.
Tristan, just simply move your legs in. That's all we're asking. Sit yourself in the squad.
Why?
Hop in. You're under arrest.
Why?
Hop in.
Why though?
As a result of your behavior.
What did I do though? That's all I'm
Hop in.
saying.
I'm not going to tell you again.
What did I do?
Why?
You're under arrest for disorderly conduct.
Why?
Tristan was then transported to the jail, where he agreed to a preliminary breath test that resulted in 0.254,
My
nearly
man.
3 hours after the initial
My dude
call.
is awesome.
Please, can I call my wife? Buddy, I'm telling you, please. Down me. I'm telling you, buddy, please. Please, please.
He soiled himself.
Soiled himself.
My dude is
Oh, yeah.
cool as shit.
He's so drunk he
Not
shit
self.
himself.
Is he just not self-harm?
Not self-harm. I'm sorry. Threatening
Just
everybody.
threatening you guys?
Yeah. Tristan. Tristan.
I want to call my wife. I want to call my wife.
Yeah, all right.
I want to call my wife.
Man, we gotta get through the booking process.
There's no booking.
Yep, he's gonna
His
hold on.
wife definitely wants to pick him up after he shit himself.
No.
Ultimately, Tristan was only charged with misdemeanor disorderly conduct and was released a few days later on a $1,000 signature bond. Head over to codebluecam.com
Oh, fuck
and check out our great selection.
Damn, what a
Alright,
cool, what a goddamn cool fucking dude.
That's a high note to end on. Fucking loser, Tristan.
Nah,
That's
fuck
gonna
him. That guy
definitely
was
be a
cool as
vagrant on the
shit.
streets.
What are you talking about? That guy was cool as shit. Hey, let's get out of here. I want to play Yakuza. Before I get out of here, I just want to say one more time, if you haven't, buymeacoffee.com/culturevultureradio. If you do that, I may not see you
Connor
tonight
will finger you with his butthole.
with his butthole,
Oh, his
but I
butthole's
will, by next show, I will read it or whatever. What a great way to end on with this dude just being totally cool with the cops. Like, I don't know, we wouldn't have gotten away with it. But anyway,
No, he definitely wouldn't have got away with it. He got away with a lot.
he got away with a lot. Anyway, we'll be back hopefully this week, and then like I said, we have whatever going on, but we will be making more shows. I was trying to figure out the gaming stream shit with StreamYards and OBS, so hopefully we just fucking I can figure that out. But anyway, this has been Culture Vulture Radio. This has been your Saturday night tune out of shit show, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Hey, hit me up on Twitter under Culture Vulture Radio, and I hope you guys enjoy.
Good night.